Let me ask you something real quick. Why do you celebrate Halloween? Now, generally ask me, why do you... You celebrate Christmas because, you know, it's like Jesus' birthday. But why do you celebrate Halloween? Halloween's quite a strange holiday because not everybody knows why we celebrate it, but Halloween is fast approaching. You can probably tell by the decorations that supermarkets are doing and all the pumpkin-themed foods that are now being sold. Thing is, Halloween comes from the Celtic festival called... Hang on, let me check. Samhain. I think my cousin's called Samhain, which means summer's end. Trick-or-treating was something I've always wanted to do as a kid, however, I wasn't allowed to because my parents were a bit suspect to the idea of me walking around at night, which is something they didn't really agree with, which I do kind of... I'm quite thankful they never let me go out. I also never went out trick-or-treating, mainly because I didn't have any friends to go with, and also because I was a bit of a fucking wimp. And walking around in my hometown at night was very, very scary for me. So instead, I would stay on a Halloween night and watch really spooky horror films. No way, that's a lie, I didn't do that because I was a fucking pussy. However, as I grew up and started to watch more Halloween-themed films, I can't help but notice that all of them take place in the United States / America, and not really, you know, in England, where Halloween technically started. Another thing is, Halloween is so dead, so quiet in England. It's like even though when I was sitting at home by myself, not trick-or-treating, only 2 kids, like 2 kids max, would ever come to our house and ask for sweets. And that was it, like only 2, where when you look at films in America, there's like 1,000 flipping kids just walking around having a grand old time. However, it's only recently I realised that Halloween isn't for kids. Yeah, I know, Halloween is not for kids. I know it sounds quite surprising because of the way it's been told and commercialised and things, but no, that's not the case at all. Well, I think Halloween is actually for young adults who like to get down. I'm going to sound very silly and naive for not knowing this, but this is quite new for me as well, so. It explains why no one ever came around to my house and bought sweets. It's because they're too busy in another place. The thing is, with Halloween, it's more of an excuse to go out and get absolutely sloshed than it is to go out and get free slosh. In a way, I don't really think that's a good thing, because then again, I don't really celebrate it, but who am I to judge? But in a way, I believe it takes away from the whole like history and roots that Halloween actually is. The good old Samhain is quite a far off representation of what Halloween is nowadays. I'm not saying you should not celebrate Halloween at all. Mate, do whatever you want, I don't care. I'm not your dad. You just have an awareness and an understanding of why you're doing it, instead of just doing it for the hell of it. Just don't be one of those weirdos who dresses up as a clown, like back in 2016, and just randomly chase people and spook them in the middle of the night, because that's a bit weird, mate. I know Halloween's a bit out there as a holiday, but calm yourself. Don't be a clown. Well, I think that's all I got to say, to be honest. I know it's not much at all, but I'm glad you enjoyed. I know it's been a while since I uploaded. Enjoy Halloween, everyone. Stay safe, don't do any weird, crazy rituals, don't go near any Ouija boards, because those never end well. Once again, thank you for watching. I know it's been a good while since my last episode, because I've had a lot of real life stuff going on, and I've not really had any time to like properly stop, write down a video, like make one, and it's been quite hectic and quite busy, so thank you for subscribing and sticking around. I'm Ramos Samos, and have a happy Halloween.